So I restarted the game during the break, mainly because the sound, or sorry, not the sound, but the music had stopped. Now it's playing again. So yeah, it was like, where did the music go? It stopped, and so I restarted the game, and it's back. Okay, so quick little recap of what's going on. I'm basically losing, but custom wizard using the Merlin portrait there. We've got two heroes. We've got Sean the Dervish and Win the Beastmaster. And we'll go over the traits here in a second. We've got the spell books. We've got 3 chaos and 5 sorcery. Why those in particular? Because we hadn't played chaos and sorcery in a little while, and we needed 3 of each if we wanted to get the Tech Master trait. And we went with 5 sorcery specifically because we're doing magic items, and the abilities or the spells you get to cast on items for sorcery are better than chaos for the most part, because you get invisibility and flight and magic immunity and all that fun stuff. Chaos is very limited, but it's not that they're bad. It's just you have to get really high into, or you have to have a fair number of chaos books in order to get the good stuff. And by it's like 6 or more, I think it is what you need. Well, sorcery, you only need like 4 or 5 to get the good stuff for the most part. Anyway, traits. This is through the new DLC that came out a couple of weeks back. And Tech Master, you need 3 books from 2 schools at least in order to get the Tech Master stuff. It's pretty good so far. So is it different? It's Master Magic. But it works. It gets you to the Tech Master. So Mystic Arts animates magical or mechanical objects through magic, alchemy, and the forbidden use of living souls. The wizard begins with the Drone Scout, which is a really good scout unit. It's not meant for combat. It is strictly a scout unit, but it does its job very well, and you can summon them as you need them. They only eat up 1 mana per turn when you have them summoned. And then you also get another spell called Power Seeker, which shows all the mana nodes on a map. And once you cast a spell, just click on a node and actually tell you what's in the node as well. So you can plan your attack pattern or your attack plans that way. So you can, oh, they've got, 2 sprites in there. I'll send, 10 million things to go kill them. It helps. I haven't used it yet, but it helps to know what's already in there. Not having to go around and find them all either. And we also have Need a Hero, and what we just actually, not too long ago, got to see how this actually works. We had, who was it? Was it Win? I think it was Win came up to our front door and said, hey, I'm looking for work. And because we had this Need a Hero trait, we actually got more choices. Because this actually gives you, when you summon a hero or they come to you looking for work, you get to choose from more than 1. And in this case, we get to pick from 3. And it was Win, the Dwarf, and the Barbarian. And so it's like, we didn't want the other 2, so we picked Win. And you can only pick 1, so you don't get all 3 of them or all of them. You just get to pick from the 3 instead of just some random one showing up at your door. Go, this is your only choice. With this trait, you get to pick from multiple heroes, so it's kind of cool. It's worth the point, I think. It's only because it is only 1 pick. And Artificer, this is a classic one, and we use this one because we like magic items, and it goes really well with the sorcery and actually any of the spell books, because you get to make magic items at half cost, and you start off with the create artifact and create magic item spells from the beginning. So, and now why we're losing. This is why we're losing. We're the blue line. That's our army strength. Oh, and it looks like Raven and Callie are fighting. When their lines do this kind of stuff, one jumps up and one's going down. I bet they're fighting. And then Korax, he's one of the wizards that they introduced earlier this year as a free wizard, or as a mirror wizard in the free update they did earlier this year. He's green line. Freya is going nuts. She's got a huge land mass that she's colonized. And this is why she's got such a big army strength. She's got lots of room to play with. Magic power. Korax is going to be up there because mirror. That's the way that works. Oh, look at me jump up. How'd that happen? Because I've been building the right buildings for a change for that. Research. Da, da, da. No big deal there. Well, that's a nice steady gain out of Korax, isn't it? Number of towns slowly going up because I'm actually doing more colonies now, so that's working. Raven's got. Oh, I caught up to Raven. Almost caught up to Cali. So maybe they aren't fighting anybody. Nobody seems to be fighting. Nobody is exchanging towns, at least by the looks of it. So maybe they aren't at war. Spain. We had a big drop here because we raised a city. Oh, look at Korax go. Korax must have done something like that too. That's odd for that to happen like that from them. Gold. That's pretty typical. Food, very typical there. They like to bounce things around. And mana. So the drop. What happened there? How did this happen? I haven't lost anything, so I'm not sure what this is. But our mana income's starting to pick. Oh, sorry. Was I playing with my mana settings? I don't remember playing with my settings. But anyway, that's where we are. Victory. No, everybody's still around. Long way to go still, I think. Okay, so there's your update. I'm losing. Plain and simple, I'm losing. So, Lab City. Lab City is Sage's Guild for more research. Forces Guild for food and production. Let's do that. That's the library we just did. Spade Town. We can do eats or soul cannons too now. Oh, we want to do... Fighters Guild is basic fighting techniques. So I guess do we want our cannons to come out more experienced or not? Yes, no, yes. Actually, this isn't that. This actually just makes us, or lets us do the soulless, which are the giant robots, is really what those are. Get some cannons out for fun. You can only build these cannons with the specific building. The, what's it called? It's a new building. But where are you hiding? The amplifier. Amplifier. This is a new building. I think it's specific to the soulless. Soultrapped. Sorry, Soultrapped. And it can only be built when there is a mana node within range of the city, as in right there. So you can't build them. Can't build that building just anywhere. It's got to be in a specific location. So we can build one here, and then we can build another one over here. Yeah, we can even build one here, but it doesn't. This is a orc city, so I don't think it allows us to build the cool stuff, does it? No, we can do the building, but it doesn't get us anything. Does it allow us to build? I thought I saw it on here before. Oh, there it is, amplifier. But it doesn't get us anything if you build it. So wizarding within the city's catchment area. Oh, it does. +8 power and lowers unrest. So we do get something, even if we can't use it for the Soultrapped. We can still get power out of it. Okay. It's something we can still do then. So basically you pull more power out of the node. Stay on the city. There's our power income. 14, so that's not bad, I guess. Okay, and there's our little scout in action. It's maybe squeeze through here. We're exploring this continent. We can see the purple. Ugh. Oh, the purple. Got that whole landmass to himself. Or herself, whoever's got it. Freya. Yeah, Freya's got that whole area to herself. Our engineers. Oh, this is our little sub-trireme. It's a little sub. Gets to carry stuff. It's basically a trireme, but it's a little bit better, maybe? Sitting there, waiting. Oh, we're making a magic, what are we making? A armor of resistance. Basically got a lot of resist magic and some extra armor and some movement. It's just a magic item, not an artifact. It's not too bad, though. Yes, the giant robots. I guess they're technically a giant robot. They look like giant robots. But we don't have any yet. Soon. Soon we'll have some. Maybe. Dave. 3 Doom Bats and 2 Fire Elementals. And we're just going up here to see if we're going to be able to build. Oh, looks like we got some stuff over here. Minerals. So, the Soultrapped get a bonus of +5 to their population growth for every mineral deposit that's within range of the city. So in this particular area, so 1, 2. So we could actually pick up 3 here if we're able to build right there, but I don't think we're going to be able to. 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah, we will. We're far enough away. We should be able to build right there. That way. Swordbot's leveling up. And Borget. This is our new city here on the border with whoever red is. Freya? No. Is it Freya? I don't remember. Oh shit, there was iron ore here. Oops. We could have made this into one of the Soultrapped. That's okay. So population is 1,000, so work on housing for a while. Parthenon. The university's next here for Trial Town. So they're getting, a little bonus from the gold. That, and we got 500 gold to play around with for buying stuff. So Soul Cannon in 4. It'll Armor's Guild in 5. Let's see what else. Builder's Hall, this is the one we really want. Horses Guild in 3. Get us, it's only 76, so we'll take that. Get us some extra food, right? 2 food and more production. Marketplace in 4. Then Orc City. Sure, that'll speed things up a little. There. Okay, I think we're good. Who the hell are these guys? It's like I'm in their territory. Just taking a shortcut here. That's all. Just a little shortcut. Here. Stables in 5. Farmers market in 6 after that. Go temple, and then we'll work. Oh, we can get an amplifier here too. That's right. Forgot about that. That gets us more power, or magical power. Okay, Miners Guild in 15. Seems like a long time. We get the Sages Guild, get extra research, and the temple shouldn't take that long either. Builder's Hall, Smithy in 19, but one for Granary. So Smithy or Granary? And you can actually do that in one turn. I love how they put the music from the original game in finally. This song was not originally in this game. And it's from the original from '94. Guys just sitting there. Let's go this way. Build a road going this way. It sounds all happy clappy. It is happy. The 90s were a very different time. Not so depressing. That's not right. That's not right at all. Okay, let's land you guys on shore here. We can build. Question is, where do we want to build? So maximum population 27 there. 29.3%. Get access to the forest up there. Still get. So from here it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, forest. So again, we build here. We get to access the forest, we get to sawmill and all this other stuff. Meant to sleep, but you're awake. It happens. Thanks for watching still. Remember, the ecstasy was better quality. Smithy or temple? Which? Actually, no, it's a shrine. Shrine. Oh, shrine is 49 turns. I can just do it that way. Oops. Okay. We will. Let's hold off. See what else we can buy. So Sages Guild in 5, Stables in 4, housing still building up. Parthenon 5, 3, cannons. Cannons are being built. Foresters Guild in 9. Wait. Well, looks like we're going to do the smithing, so we don't want to wait 19 turns for that. Next turn. First cannon's been built. So how are you finding this Soultrapped? Are they overpowered? I wouldn't say they're overpowered. I haven't got that idea at all from them, to tell you the truth. But I don't have all their units yet out either. This is the first, higher end unit that we have. Because up until now, I've only been using, the spears, swords, and halberds in combat, and the priest. The priests are priests. I wouldn't say they're OP at all. They're pretty typical for priests, pretty wimpy. But we haven't seen the soul cannon. We haven't seen cavalry is cavalry. It's nothing special. It's a typical cavalry unit. And soulless is we haven't seen this yet either. So I wouldn't say they're necessarily overpowered. Although they do have this nice little building. Spade Town has it. Amplifier. This is a tech magic building. So I don't know if this is, I guess it's technically the Soultrapped thing. Basically it amplifies the power of a sorcery node. It increases the power by 8. So if you have a sorcery node within range of the city, so it's within its borders, you build this building, you get plus 8 power to it. It lowers unrest, but you also need it in order to build the giant robots. So is that OP? I don't know. It's got a very specific requirement to it. You have to have the node close by. So I don't know if that's necessarily overpowered or not. I mean, plus 8 power is nice to have. And I don't think you have to meld with the node either. But if you do, it's that much more. And we kind of lucked out because our neighbor, the red neighbor, who's our red neighbor? Raven. Raven was kind enough to clear out the nodes for us. And we sent in the spirits to, bind or meld with it. So let him do the hard work. Remember the Cylons to be overpowered in Master Orion. The reason being they got all the techs on every branch of every tech tree. Yeah, well, the Cylons in Master Orion were very strong, yes. And because it was the research thing. Yes, that's. But they had some disadvantages, but they were strong. They were strong. I haven't played Master Orion in quite a while. Almost tempted to play it again one of these days. Master Orion 2 specifically, actually, not the original so much, but 2. Okay, so my little walking water heaters. Oh, you're building. That's right. You build a road from here over to there, through the forest, because we can. Yeah, not because we should, it's because we can. Back. And now the only thing I can think of that you might consider it overpowered on the Soultrapped is their armor bonus. Show here. Yeah, all their units get a +4 to armor, but they also have a -1 to resistance, and they're susceptible to lightning damage. So, play the up-to-date, fully modded version of Master Orion 2016 reboot version. It's actually very good in your opinion. I've never even heard of that. Up-to-date, fully modded version of Master Orion 2016. It's an awfully long title. decided we're going to build access to that. Go one too high, then we get out of range of the goal. Master of Orion Conquers. I've never even heard of that. Think I would like it? Possible. Let me put it in my notes. Master of Orion. Conquer the stars. Yeah, I don't remember hearing anything about that. From 2016. So that's 7 years ago. 2016. But it was badly made, but the mods made up for it. Oh, well. Okay, so there's some new stuff up here. Oh, more orcs up here. And we sent some extra spearmen, huh? Sorry, swordsmen. Swords bots. Into several. Get on GOG and Steam. Based on the age, it should be relatively cheap. Oh, the ones with the actors from the Next Generation. I remember hearing about that. I don't remember the game itself, but I remember about the voice act, about them getting some of the actors to do voices. But I don't remember the game itself. Yes, it was 2016 already, seemed newer. Hard. Sitting there waiting. So, magic item, we're waiting for that armor to finish someday. Flame Blade has been researched, so. Time flies. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what was it in 2016. 2016, I was, I think, still streaming MechWarrior Online for some of it. I think actually that was the year I was transitioning away from MechWarrior Online to other stuff. Maybe. I think. I don't remember exactly. I think 2016 was the year I was starting to break away from MechWarrior Online. Which makes it weird that I missed out on the Master Orion thing. Naga, disenchant area, Fire Giant. Reconstruct. Reconstruct spell repairs fallen construct units, giving them back full health, but the reconstruct units with the spear after battle. So this is what the priests have. So we'll be able to do it too. Fun fact, reconstruct does not work on the priest here. Get the Naga out of the way. Great no thrills 4X game. Nothing spectacular, but good if you're a dedicated Master of Orion 2 fan. Prowl Town. It's time to build what? No nodes here, so bank, money. The Rocketville can make the Solus and Yeats. Here's to see what the Yeats actually are. We'll build one of each. Okay. Exploring this area. Oh, I should actually have this army move up there, go explore. Let's see. Leave you guys behind. Rocketville, you guys gonna take the boat, because I only have room for 8 on a boat. Fanatic comes to Krongar and attacks your places of learning, claiming all 9 divine knowledge should be forbidden. Except the outcome will consider your choices. Except, pay to be rid of him quietly, although this will increase unrest. Your choice. Attack your places of learning, claiming all divine knowledge should be forbidden. Get rid of him. So, less effect is active. The city has increased unrest percentage. For no turns? Kind of spoiled it for you was that it was a fully made 4X turn-based game, apart from ship combat that was done in a plausible real-time thing. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I wish they had used turn-based. Oh, well, that might be a thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It sounds like Total War. It's a turn-based 4X stuff, and then combat, though, is real-time possible. That sounds a lot like Total War. It's that type of gameplay. Oh, this isn't the one that's getting picked on, so... Knew that's getting picked on. We have decreased unrest for 0 turns in this, so we have a little conflict of events there. Oh, mechanic and field done in 1 turn. How about cathedral after that? Oh, that's right, we get to work magicians. Right. That way? That way. Let's go north. Almost got trapped. Okay, you guys are going up to catch a boat. Move to combat, but the reboot, yeah, kind of set a strat and run a turn. Oh, is that the way it works? guys are going adventuring up here. See what we can find. Maybe take over that orc town too. Oh, and they've been through here. So, explore mirror for fun. I'm sure it'll be totally safe. Your combat was better than Stellaris, and it's just a case of who had the bigger fleet. New Master of Orion. At least there was some strategy involved in combat. Well, in Stellaris, it's not just bigger fleet, it's actually better ships. You can actually win in Stellaris with a smaller fleet if your ships are better. Not a huge difference in size, but... And you can have a little bit of strategy because it is real time. So you can actually, reinforce. If you have a big fight going on, you can actually reinforce the fight if you can get another fleet there fast enough. So there's that. It's different. It's not it's definitely different. But it's not as cut and dry as, whoever has the biggest fleet wins. In a lot of cases that is a thing, but it's not always the thing. Unless they changed it. Okay, so Chainmail of Resistance. We're going to give that to Wynn, because Wynn's probably going to be more melee. As you can see, he doesn't have a ranged attack like Bashan does. Spade Town. So we have 2 cannons here now. So we're going to do that. Parthenon. Build after that. What do we do with these cannons? Oh, we'll move them over to Rocketville because that's where Wynn is camped out. Oh, aren't they cute? Town. Let's see. Red Hammer. So Temple in 10. 390 gold, so I'll have to wait on that one. Rangar. So Cathedral in 10. We're good. Shrine in 21. How about next turn? Library for research or marketplace for money? What city is this? This is Gear Town. Oh, we got Mithril here. Oh. So we're going to actually have Mithril units. Shit. Should work on that. So how many other cities do I have? I haven't been obtained. So Hardhammer's got Mithril too. So we actually have 2 towns that are capable of producing mithril units. Shit, I haven't been paying attention to that. I got so into the playing on Mirror all the time looking for adamantium and ignoring mithril. Fed up with Stellaris. They keep changing it. Yeah, meters are capped. Yeah, I know. That newest change I am not happy with. Yeah, I don't like the new system either, to tell you the truth. I might like it if I start a completely new game, but it came in when I was in the process of playing a game that I was enjoying, a run, and they made the changes to it, and it's like, ugh, trying to figure everything out again. It's like, I don't know if I want to deal with this again. I wish they would just stay with the system. I mean, every 6 months to a year they change it. It's getting tired. And the thing is, I like the game. I really do. It's just that they keep changing it. It's like, just stay. Just stay what you have and make it better, but don't change it so much. I mean, well, don't change it. Just stay with it and just tweak it to make it better. You don't need to change everything just to change it. Because that's what I feel like they're doing. They're just changing it just to change it. There's no real reason to do it. They're not making the game better. It totally disengaged me, Desperator. It's like, it was just like, I have to learn all this shit over again? You know, it just, I don't know, I don't understand why they do it. Bing. Okay, so let's explore. Let's explore Mirror now that we have a point of entry, I guess. Rocketville, so we're building a little army here for Win. This World 2 is getting much better and less buggy now. Yeah, I keep hearing that. When it first came out, it was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. But it seems like it's getting better. What's funny about Distant Worlds 2, though, is if you're not aware of this, but Slytherin has a Twitch channel. It's Slytherin TV, I think, on Twitch. And if you watch the channel, you can build up points with their sliths, I think they call them. I think they call them slith points. And you can use those points to buy their games and stuff, or some deal. I think it's just games. I don't know if they do DLCs yet, but I think they might. So if you watch the channel and if you sub, you build up points faster and that kind of fun stuff. So if you got a Prime sub to waste, that's a channel to waste it on, because you build up those points and you watch every time they stream. You build up points and you collect enough points, you can buy their games. However, Distant Worlds 2 is surprisingly missing from the list of games you can buy, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, Slytherin. I think it's Slytherin TV on Twitch. I think that's the actual. Yeah, it's Slytherin TV. SLITHERINE TV. Watch them when they stream, and make sure you're logged in and doing all the stuff for, I think it's Stream Elements they're using to track points. And just you collect points as you watch the stream, and then you build up thousands of points, and you can buy different games, because some games have more or require more points than others. But highly recommended if you're looking at if you like the Slytherin games. That's a good way to get some free copies just by watching their stream. And I did not get paid to say that, by the way. I'm just a fan of their games in general. So, anyway, where are we? Vile Town. Oh, this is our new colony. We only have. That's right. I only brought 2 up there and got the 3rd one there when the king got formed. Just waiting for population. Oh, look at this. So we have Mithril here too. We have Mithril, Gold, Mithril, and Wild Game. Wow. So this city's going to be able to produce some stuff. Not going to have the highest production, but it can build everything it needs to build, right? Builder's Hall and 30. 240. We can build that. We'll buy that next turn. Okay, just enchant area, fire giant. Enchanting roads. Thank you. Oh, that's gonna make life a little bit easier for us. Some places. Gear Town. Library and 14. No, we're not buying anything because we're saving our money for next turn. We're down to 198 mana. Enchant an item, just a regular crappy item. A weapon. So sword. Okay, so we don't get anything special because he already has a flight thing. Shield, bow. That. Oh, he could probably use. No, he can't use the staff. It's got to be a weapon. So more mana. Hey, melee attack bonus. There's mana, defense. Oh, sorry, armor and stuff. How expensive that will be. More resist magic. 450. We need to save up mana a little bit. Cold Turkey, welcome back. Is this better than the new Age of Wonders? Better. Well, considering that the whole series of Age of Wonders is based off the original Master of Magic, which came out in 1994. And this is basically a remake of that game. It's also, the original is one of my all-time favorites of all video games. Doesn't matter platform, genre, whatever. It's one of my all-time favorites. This is a very, good remake. And they're adding stuff to it that's, I think it's helping to modernize it a little bit. But can say this is better than Age of Wonders 4. Is it? I think so. I think so, but I'm biased. They've released 4 more Empires and Distant Worlds 2 since launch. I believe there are 10 factions now. Well, Distant Worlds 2 thing for me that has kept me away from it was the bugginess. And that you can when you watch other people play and stuff, you can say this game still needs work. But it's been a while too since I've really watched any streams of it, and so. But I've heard they put out the DLCs, add more factions and stuff. So I think it's time for me to take another look at it and see what it's like, and maybe see if it might be in the future. We'll see. Not that I don't have any other games to play at the moment. I mean, I'm purposely playing this today when I should be playing Baldur's Gate 3 or Starfield. That's what I should be playing today, but I decided, no, I need to do something different today. I need to do something that I actually don't really care if anybody watches me play or not. That's why I'm playing this today, because I'm playing this one for me. I'm playing this game not for you guys. I'm playing this game for me. I don't care if it's popular or not. So, I am familiar with DOS. Yes, I'm familiar with them, Chris. Yes, this is a vacation from Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah. So, again, this game, I'm playing this game all for me. I don't care how many people are watching. There could be nobody watching today. I wouldn't care. I am just playing this game for me. So, but anyway, but again, is this better than Age of Wonders 4? In my mind, it is. But that's because, again, I'm very biased. The original this one is based off of is one of my all-time favorites, and they're staying pretty true to it. I mean, there's little changes here and there for the most part as far as how gameplay works and whatever, but it's not enough to make me not play it, and I'm really enjoying it. So, Distant Worlds content, it's second to none in the promotion of that game. I think I've watched one of his videos for it. I think actually that might have been the first Distant Worlds 2 video I watched was his. So, but again, I need to find more up-to-date stuff. I don't remember how old the one is I watched, but I'll have to find out some. I need to find some more recent content for Distant Worlds 2 before I go from there. But anyway. Now, Age of Wonders 4 I like Age of Wonders 4, but my main issue with it is the way armies are handled. Like in this game, armies are. Where is my army? Didn't they land? Have they landed yet? Where is my army? They haven't arrived yet. But anyway, you can see it here. So armies are handed here. It's 9 units max, right? In Distant Worlds 4, it's 9 here, and when you go into a fight, it's mostly, it's 9 units on 9 units at most. In Age of Wonders 4, the way they do it is you can reinforce armies with other armies if they're close enough, and mainly because they do that because they only allow 4 regular units and a leader, I think, or is it 1 liter, 5 units. So it's something like that, and you think like, well, that's not a lot of units to use, and that's because of the mechanics they use. Is they allow reinforcements of your armies. So if you have, and we don't have any really good example here, but say you're trying to attack this town, right? In Age of Wonders 4, you'd have your defending army, maybe you have 1 or 2 in the outskirts and whatever. They're close enough to help defend. And then the bad guys, they bring in their armies and they bring in their reinforcements. Next thing you know, instead of having 6 on 6, you have 18 on 18 or 24 on 24. It's great in concept, but in gameplay purposes, unless you're doing quick resolves, which, you're just asking for trouble on those anyway, it takes forever. It's too much. It's like Civilization Doom stacks in Age of Wonders 4. Well, the thing is, like I said, you can either auto-resolve the combat, or you can fight it out turn-based like we do here in this game, where combat is, turn-based stuff. Tactical turn-based, which is great. I have no problem with it. 6 on 6, 12 on 12, I can handle that. It's actually kind of cool. But once you get to the point where in the game where the AI is just running around with, say 3 or 4 armies that are supporting each other and just trying to, roll through everything. And if you don't match them with those size forces, you get rolled. And it's boring and it's lame and it gets old really fast. As in, I have yet to finish a game in Age of Wonders 4. I get about halfway through, and that's when the AI starts kicking in the big groups of armies. And it's like, I don't want to deal with this. This is annoying. And I stop and I start up a new game. And, that's not the way it should be. It gets really tired. And it's like I said, I don't really find it fun. Yet I like different parts of the game. Like the way the heroes and stuff are done for the most part. I like the dragon DLC they put out. I kind of like that. Having dragons they work slightly differently than the way the regular leadership does. Was Age of Wonders 3 like that? I don't think so. I don't think Age of Wonders 3 worked like. It's been a while since I played it. I haven't played Age of Wonders 3 in like well over 5 years, if not longer. And I don't remember it being like that. But it's a different developer from Age of Wonders 3 too, so probably not. It probably is different. What was my favorite 4X Empire game? Oh, shit. Master Orion 2 is still the best. I love Stellaris, but Master Orion 2 is still best. Mainly because it's turn-based combat too. The big game, it's turn-based, strategy, or the 4X portion is turn-based, and the combat is turn-based, and you can, all the different firing arcs for the ships, or for the weapons, and, custom building the ships, and with all the different stuff on them, it's still, and then they throw in heroes like they do in this game. Of course, this was made by the same dev. So there's, and Master Orion 2 is, easily in my top 5 games too. I mean, this one, or sorry, Master Magic, the original, and Master Orion 2 are 2 of my top 5 games, period. They're that good. They're beyond classics. They are genre changing or genre influencing. They're just that good game. They're that good. They hold up fairly well. That's the thing, is they hold up really well. Has too much crammed into it. It's too much now. I don't think that's what Stellaris' problem is right now. But Stellaris has lots to do. It's a bigger game. And you got to remember, Master Magic, Master of Orion, those games came out back in the early 90s. And all the other games that you see today, like Age of Wonders 4 and Stellaris and Distant Worlds, they've all been influenced by these games. And so again, people go, oh, they're not as good. Just like, well, without these games from the 90s, you don't have the games of today, because they're heavily influenced by them. All the people that are making those games probably played these games when they were kids, for the most part. Because it's funny how, a lot of these, people that are developers, they're not that old for the most part. I mean, maybe the design, the original, the
Hello,
designers.
It is time to take a break.
And stuff.
Go get some more water while you are up.
But the programmers and stuff, the artists and whatever,
in 1 hour.
are probably, might have played these games when they were kids and not, young adults like me. So it's funny. I avoid Stellaris because of all the DLC. See, I've been lucky enough to where I picked up Stellaris from the very start. So as the DLC comes out, I went, okay, that's another $10. It's not another. I'm not new to Stellaris where I go, oh shit, I got to pay $100 for this, for everything. It's just like Total War Warhammer stuff. It's like when you start this stuff from the beginning, and you see the DLC come out, oh, that's not too bad, $10-15. That's not a big deal. And then you go look it back and go, wow, if I have all that stuff. I'm talking. I've spent well over $100 on Stellaris and Total War Warhammer stuff because they came out at roughly the same time, but it's like, if you're new to it, it's a big deal. But if you've been playing it from the beginning, it's like, no big deal. Master Orion 2 has a strategy to it. Stellaris has too much going on to kind of get a good strategy going. Maybe it's just me. There's a lot in Stellaris. There's strategy in Stellaris. But there's a lot to keep track of. I get what you're saying, Chris. I totally get that I totally get it. Trust me, I do. But Stellaris, there's strategy and stuff in Stellaris. It's just slightly different because there's just so much going on. It's more than just building up your colonies and building up your fleets. You got to worry about there's more diplomacy to worry about. There's just and the way your colonies build up too. There's more than just I build a I want to call it a granary because that's what I'm doing today. But the same, you have to build up your I can't give you the word. For your troops, to be on the planet, and then you have to build your shipyard stuff. Well, actually, there's no shipyard stuff. No, there is. There is shipyard stuff in Stellaris. Duh. But again, there's so much things. There's so much stuff to keep track in Stellaris because it's a huge game. And if you like that kind of stuff, it's great. And there's also why they call it grand strategy and not just strategy. Because it's a 4X grand strategy or grand strategy 4X. It's meant to be bigger than Master Orion. It encompasses more than Master Orion intended to. And that's okay. I mean, if you don't like that stuff, that's fine. There's other games out there for you. It's just that the grand strategy games are just different. They're more. They're a lot more. And that's what they're intended to be. So. But we can talk about this more when we get back from our break, because I ran out of water. So I need to get up, get some water. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.